welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing you the introduction for my 2026 deck of panning. This project was created by Emily and Max, who I'll have linked down below, and they were inspired by Booktuber Maddi, who I'll also have linked down below. I am shook that this project has been running for like 5 years. It just feels like yesterday that Emily was introducing this project to us, and I really had no choice but to jump on board. So this project utilizes a deck of cards which has one joker in it. We then have a game board, which I'll put up here just for you to have a quick look. The game board represents the 10 cards for each suit, and each card is given a challenge prompt that then guides the products you utilize within this game, within this project. That game board is rotated monthly, so the prompts change from month to month. We then have the 4 face cards, which are actually separated into red and black prompts. These prompts, which you'll see up on the screen here, do not change. So these will be the same 8 prompts throughout the year. And if you pull a face card, for example, the Jack of Spades, then you're going to be looking at the Jack Black card. Funny. But as you can see, black suits for the Jack card represent another project, and that is how you're going to select your product. As I mentioned, this project uses one joker, and this is the Are You Joking card, which means if you pull this from the deck while you're selecting your products, that means you have to pick a product that just makes you say, "Are you joking?" This is the card you do not really want to get, but it does add to the entertainment if you do. This project does run from the 20th of January until the 20th of December. It is rolling, which I do love, and we're going to be doing monthly updates. I'm going to start off with 5 cards, and we're going to see where this road will take us. So let me give this card pile a quick little shuffle to get us into the game. And I'm then going to pull my 5 cards before I go find my products, and we can go through what I'm bringing in. Oops, I dropped that card. We are going to chuck that back into the pile. Give it one more quick little... sorry, your forgotten card. You were not meant to be. All right. First card is the King of Hearts, which means pick up 2. This is a reference and means we need to draw 2 cards, which means straight up I'm going from a 5 card project to a 6 card project. Okay, so let's draw our first card again. It is a 7 of clubs. This is a chopping block item. I do have a few of those, and I'm looking forward to deciding which one's going to be coming into this project. And I have an idea of what I might go with. Next up, it is a 6 of hearts. Favorite category. Are we going to be going towards lipstick or eyeshadow or potentially highlighter? I'll have to think on that one. Then we have a 9 of clubs. Pop culture. So this is a collaboration with or inspired by pop culture. I do love a good pop culture reference, and I have quite a few of these in my collection. Card number 4 is a 6 of clubs. Okay, so that is 2 6s and a lot of clubs. This one, however, is an affordable item. I do like to get things cheap, cheap, cheap. Number 5 is a Queen of Diamonds. Okay, this is a veto. All right, what an interesting game. Which means I do get to kick a product out if I want to, but I have to redraw another card for it. So far with my prompts, I don't have anything that I want to redraw, but I do have one more pull to go. I guess the question is this like a get out of free jail card? Can I keep this one just in my back pocket until I use it? Or is this a one-time offer? Let's see what my 6th and final draw will be. And if I decide not to utilize the veto, please let me know down in the comments. Can I keep this as a get out of free jail card, or am I just pushing the friendship here? And last but not least, we have the 2 of Hearts, and that one is SPF. All right, I have a product with SPF in it that I'm actually currently utilizing, so that might be the way I go. This veto. I don't have anything at this point I want to veto out of the project because I've just started. There were no prompts that I thought, no thank you, don't want it. So I really have no need for this. I just asked before, can I keep it? Keep out of jail free card. Can I use this at a later date? However, I am meant to, according to the rules, once you veto a product, you have to pull a product to fill that space. The question is, because I got a draw 2 card, which means I've now gone up to 6 products, do I veto the pick up 2 cards so then I don't have to pick up the second card, which would be this replacement veto card? Is that train of thought making sense? I think it is, and I think that is the path I'm going to go. I'm vetoing my second card from the draw 2, from the pickup 2 category. So we're just going to be running with these 5 cards, the 5 products I was starting with. What a dramatic change of events. But I've utilized my Queen of Diamonds by vetoing my draw 2, my pickup 2 repick. Yes, okay. Success. It has been utilized. It did not go to waste. And we have these 5 cards. So we've got 3 clubs and 2 diamonds. Have I got issues with my shuffling? I don't know. But let's be back to talk about the products. The moment you just realized that I read the prompt for my 7 of clubs correctly, and then I proceeded to read the next 2 club prompts as the spade prompts. You would have seen cross out and correct prompts back when I was pulling the prompts, but I'm just going to officially let you know that the 6 of clubs is actually my newest product, and the 9 of clubs is a matte product. Okay, let me go and try finding some products again. And we're back. And this is definitely not going to be in the order I pulled them. We're going to do it in numerical order. But before we jump into that, just a side note, I have currently misplaced my scale, so we're not going to be getting starting weights for these products, but that's okay. We're just going to roll with it. But first up, for the 2 of Hearts, which is an SPF product, we are going to be rolling in, and you won't be surprised, but the La Roche-Posay BB cream. This has got 50 plus SPF in it. I have had it for a while. It says here, yeah, it is technically out of date, but so the SPF has probably expired, but it does have a tint to it, and I am all the way down to here. So I do want to get it done and dusted and out of my collection. So that's my goal, to completely use this one up. The Six of Hearts is a favorite category, and that generally tosses up between lipstick, eyeshadow, highlighter. You'll see why I didn't go for any of the other two categories, but I'm going for a lipstick. Specifically, my new favorite, I guess, formula of lipstick. This is the Superstay Ink Crown from Maybelline, and specifically, this is in the shade 105 on the grind. It is a brownish color. Let me give you a swatch. That's it right there, and it is definitely my jam. They have such an interesting scent to them. Kind of florally, kind of vanilla. They are a lot of fun. These products also come with a little sharpener, so you can sharpen up that tip if it becomes too rounded like this one. This is how much product I have left in here, and I'm not going to give myself the goal of using this up. That really isn't achievable for me. So I'm going to give myself the goal of 26 uses. I'm also going to measure this out in my book because I am interested to see how much progress 26 uses is on this product. But that one is, if I can roll this down, my favorite category. Then the Six of Clubs is newest. And if you watched last week's video, you won't be surprised to see this Essence highlighter, which I got in my Essence beauty box. I'll have that video linked up in the cards and down in the description. But this is the Gimme Glow Luminous highlighter, specifically in the shade 20 Lovely Rose. This is the newest product in my collection, and it is brand new. So this swatch is going to be my first ever use. The product feels so silky smooth. This is what it looks like. And that is a full swatch on my hand. It is a lot less pinky, as the name Lovely Rose would suggest, but it is definitely a beautiful highlighter. Once again, my goal is going to be use this 26 times. I don't feel, considering the age of this product, that a hit pan goal is one, achievable, and two, worth the time and effort for something so new in my collection. So we're going to be going with 26 uses, and then we'll be rolling this baby out. The Seven of Clubs is a chopping block item, and for that I have actually brought in this Emco Beauty Metallic Eyeshadow Long Lasting Liquid. It is in the shade Luna, and as you can see, it's still in the packaging. Liquid eyeshadows are not normally my jam. However, this one kind of caught me. It is interesting in this weird test tube. It seems to have a doe foot applicator. There isn't that much in the product. It says a 2-in-1 primer and eyeshadow. And I guess I'm just interested in giving this a go. And at this point, considering its age, it is so much of an oh the shame product that I don't really think it's worth me decluttering to someone. So let me see if I can get into here. First time opening it. Okay. It is interesting. Let's see how good the product is. I am hoping it hasn't all dried up. As you can kind of see in there, it is maybe a little bit dry. it has got, oh no, it's not too bad. Once you start moving the brush around, there really isn't that much product in here. Still smells okay. It does have a little bit of a alcohol-y smell to it. Ooh. That is a stunning shadow though. That is shiny. That is metallic. That is popping. All right, I'm interested in giving this a go. It is a very interesting product. And it actually doesn't say on here anywhere that it is called Luna. I really hate that when the product doesn't have it written on it. I am going to use a Sharpie and actually write that on here somewhere. Maybe on the cap. Yeah, we're going to write it on the cap. And there we go, Luna. So this is going to be a product that's on the chopping block. And last but not least, for the 9 of clubs, we have a matte product. And for that, I am rolling in another eyeshadow palette, one that you will have recently seen in my Pan More With Feeling project pan, linked up in the cards, down in the description. But this is the Essence Villains Evil Queen palette. And we're specifically going to be working on this shadow over here called Desire. This is a basic matte, a basic cream matte shade. This is what it looks like here. Oh, can you see that right there on my hand? It kind of blended away. Let me do that again. That's it there. That's it there. There we go. Just a basic cream matte, but that's what we're going to be working on for a matte product. And my goal is going to be, unsurprisingly, to hit pan. I figured, considering that this shadow over here is already in a project, I might as well get some additional use out of this palette. But that is all the products we're going to be rolling in. I think that is a nice balance between eyeshadows, a lip product, a beautiful highlighter, and the BB cream, which I am in fact wearing today. I think this is a nice balance between products I can use pretty regularly, if not daily, and ones that I might want to use on a more sporadic timeline. But like I said, I'm going to be back next month for my first update. Fingers crossed we can have something ready to roll out so I get to play with my cards again. But until next time, I'm Verity. This was my introduction for my deck of panning. And now to the outro.